right, welcome to the Fixed Wireless Access Show with yours truly, Benjamin Tansky. It's been a hot minute. It's a little past 1 p.m. What are we talking about here? We're talking about Boston. We're talking about Boston connectivity. We're talking about fixed wireless fiber has arrived. Maybe you've heard some other companies in Boston and TowerStream, they just shut down half of their network, or a lot of their network, if not all of it. I don't even know. They shut down a lot of their network in Boston. And then guess what? Natural Wireless, we have infrastructure in that very specific market in Boston, Massachusetts. I'm actually speaking to you live from the great state of Massachusetts myself. Anyways, let's skip the trenching. Let's skip the permitting. Let's skip all that mishigas. You want fixed wireless fiber. You want reliability. You want diversity. You want ultra low latency. Look no further. Send us an email, quote@naturalwireless.com or ben@naturalwireless.com. Yeah, a little action there for some biz. Why not? Education, let's talk about education. Two underground connections, let's say two underground connections that are going to a building. So let's say, for argument's sake, they're coming in from a different point of entry underground. Now, is that called a redundant connection or diverse connection? They're both redundant. I don't care if it's in a different point of entry in the building. The fact that it's using the same underground last mile infrastructure, it's underground. It is redundant. What does diversity look like? What does true diversity look like? It looks like it's coming from the rooftop down. Fixed wireless fiber from the rooftop down. That is diversity. That is exactly what diverse looks like. Natural wireless, we bring in two separate connections that each go back to a different data center, and there's real-time automatic failover. If you have a customer in Boston, hey, you have a hotel, you have a hospital, you have a public safety operation, Natural Wireless brings two separate dedicated fixed wireless fiber connections to your location, and each of those connections goes back to a different data center, and there's real-time automatic failover between each connection. I don't know any other operator that does that. I unless you can help me, I'm happy to hear you out. Chime in, send me some feedback, comment below, whatever you're going to do. Send me an email. Tell me if there's someone else that has a network upstack like we have. Not upstack, network stack like we have. I don't know anyone. True diversity with Natural Wireless is built into our network design. We built our network from the ground up. I don't know any other operator that does that. And please stop thinking that redundancy is the same thing as diversity, right? It is not. It is not. Let me ask another question. This is obviously a rhetorical question here. So, just for argument's sake, a little history. So Natural Wireless has been in business for more than 23 years. 23 years doing fixed wireless fiber. Does anyone know what the IEEE is? The IEEE. Can anyone here? Let's touch back on the IEEE standard. But listen, Natural Wireless is in multiple markets in the Northeast. We're in the Massachusetts market. Obviously, we're in Boston, Massachusetts. If you have a Boston business, if you're a managed service provider in Boston, if you're a technology consultant in Boston, reach out to Natural Wireless, ben@naturalwireless.com or quote@naturalwireless.com. Send us an address where you need service. Natural Wireless delivers dedicated speeds as fast as 20 gigabytes per second. 20 gigabits per second, symmetrical speeds, ultra low latency. On average, our customers get between 2 and 4 millisecond round trip latency. Our service level agreement guarantees less than 15 millisecond round trip latency. You can run anything over our network infrastructure. Is it voice? Is it data? Is it browsing? Maybe it's broadcast. Is it streaming? Is it gaming? Bring it all. The more the merrier. The more the merrier. Bring it all. We can support all of it. We already do support all of it. So we have our network infrastructure in Boston, Massachusetts, New York City. In New York City, we support all 5 boroughs: Manhattan, Brooklyn, Queens, Staten Island, and the Bronx. 5 boroughs, more than, I would say, touching 10 million people, and more than 250,000 businesses just in New York alone. Now, we're also in New Jersey. We're in northern New Jersey. We service all of the regional airports in the New York City area. That includes Newark, Teterboro, JFK, LaGuardia. What did I miss? I don't know. If I missed something, tell me. You tell me. We service all the airports. The airports are really interesting because do you think it's easy to run fiber in an airport? No, it's like impossible. How are you going to rip up the tarmac to run fiber? No, they're never going to allow that. But Natural Wireless, we come in with our fixed wireless fiber. We can bring in service within 5 business days to any airport. Boston Logan Airport, got you covered. Send us an email, quote@naturalwireless.com. We deliver as much as 20 gigabits per second symmetrical speeds. And our network is 100% above ground. We don't touch any underground last mile fiber. Listen, underground fiber, it's great. It is amazing, right? But it is also the single point of failure for an operation, whether it's an airport, whether it's a commercial building, a hospital, a hotel. The underground fiber is your single point of failure. How do you get rid of that single point of failure? You bring in fixed wireless fiber from Natural Wireless. Simple. It's a simple solution. Hopefully, you bring fixed wireless fiber in before you have that epiphany where you're like, oh yeah, redundancy is not the same as diversity. We should look into getting something diverse. Oh yeah, that guy doing that podcast, he said fixed wireless fiber. I hope it doesn't get to that point. I hope you understand and you foresee this and can get ahead of that. Just be a little educated. Ask some questions. Just ask questions. What is trenching, underground construction, permitting? Fixed wireless fiber has none of that. None of it. We can install within 5 business days. We can actually install within hours. If it's a triage situation, if you're in need of a connection, if your customer is in need of a connection, we can install so fast. Yes, we shuffle things around. Yes, it's going to cost more money. But if push comes to shove, they're hard down and they need to be operational. We can make it happen. We're local. We don't outsource. All of our customer service is domestic. Yeah, I've heard horror stories. People call in, they're using other carriers like Verizon or whoever, AT&T, Lumen. Yeah, you get transferred like 27 times. You repeat your problem 27 times, and then you get disconnected. And then you got to start all over again. And then it goes on and on. But no, Natural Wireless, one call. Pick up the phone. You call our support number. You call your channel manager. We all work in harmony. It's all about the harmony. You work in harmony, everything's great. Everything works together. We work as a team. Boston, listen, Boston strong. You know, is anyone here a hockey fan? I'm from Montreal originally, and the Habs won last night. That's the Montreal Canadiens. They won overtime. And there's a football team in my area in Boston and Massachusetts actually. Let's see. Hopefully everything's going to. I'm not going to say anything about about that game because I don't want to cause any grief to anyone. But football is going to be exciting in the next couple of weeks. Yes, it is. Anyways, listen. The takeaway, people. Let's see. Let me change my screen here. Look. Whoa! I got to shrink down. These are underground fires. These are manhole fires, floods. This is crazy. This happens all the time. This is underground. What you see on your screen here, these are underground fiber connections. Underground fiber is your single point of failure. I don't care if you have multiple connections coming into your building. It's still redundant and it's still underground. Look, do you think that auger gave a hoot where that connection was going and coming to? That auger sucked up thousands, tens of thousands of strands of redundant fiber. Anyone that had fixed wireless fiber in that Florida area with Natural Wireless, they stayed online. Anyone that didn't, well, they're now our customer. Look, the picture above that is in Utah. The fire is a huge fiber cut. That took out like half the state of Utah. Underground fiber is your single point of failure. Think fixed wireless fiber for diversity. Just think about that. And then hit us up with an email, ben@naturalwireless.com. You can call the number on your screen, quote@naturalwireless.com. Just be educated. Bring me on a call. Chat. I love to talk about hockey. I love to talk about basketball, even though I don't very know much about basketball, but I still love playing basketball. I love playing hockey, love playing football. And we could talk. Let's talk. Give us a call and just be a little educated. And you know what? You know what it's time for right now, people? You know what it's time for? It's